Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad you're here today because there's a story that needs to be told. One that's not just about heartbreak, but also about the strength of love and the resilience it can bring. If you like stories that tug at your heartstrings and make you think, stick around for this one, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. It was a warm evening when everything changed. Sarah and I had been together for 3 years, and we'd just moved in together after our relationship weathered the storm of quarantine with nothing but love and trust between us. We were at a local bar, just two people enjoying each other's company and some drinks as the world slowly started to open up again. Around 3 a.m., as the night was winding down, Sarah suggested we head home. But right before stepping out, I noticed something that made my blood run cold. A couple in distress near our car. They were arguing fiercely, but it wasn't just an argument. There was a dangerous undertone to the exchange. The guy was towering over his girlfriend, and she looked frightened. Now, normally you might think twice about getting involved. You've probably heard that advice before. Stay out of other people's business. But something in me wouldn't let it go. This wasn't just any argument. This was a situation where someone needed help. I could see the fear in her eyes as he raised his hand, and without thinking, I stepped forward. "Hey!" I shouted, trying to break up what seemed like an imminent fight. "Are you okay?" The guy spun around, towering over me, and for a moment I was face to face with someone twice my size. His fists were clenched, and he wasn't happy about being interrupted. But there she was, her eyes wide and scared, looking at me as if I might be the only thing standing between her and harm. "Who are you?" He growled, pushing past me to get back to his girlfriend. "Stay out of it." But I couldn't just walk away. This wasn't about being a hero, it was about doing what felt right. So I stepped in again, trying to create some space between them. That's when he turned on me, fists flying. "You want to play the hero?" He sneered. "Then take this." And with that, everything changed. My body went into fight mode, adrenaline pumping, heart racing, but reality set in quickly. I wasn't ready for this kind of confrontation. This guy was built like a brick wall, and he knew it. "Please!" Sarah's voice cut through the chaos. "Just let us go!" I turned to her, trying to protect her with my body as best I could. But the blows kept coming, painful, hard hits that left me gasping for air. The world started to spin around me, and all I could think was, what would you do? It's not like I didn't know the risks. I've been working out for years, but there's no way I could match his strength. Still, I couldn't just stand by and watch someone get hurt. It was a moment of pure instinct, protecting someone who needed it. Eventually, I managed to push him away from her and shouted for help. Someone called the police, and soon they arrived to take control of the situation, but the damage had already been done. I lay there on the ground, battered and bruised, while Sarah was shaken but safe, until now that is. Ball, 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 ball. Days turned into weeks as Sarah and I tried to process what had happened. She clung to me like a lifeline, seeking comfort in my presence. But deep down, something felt off. It wasn't just the physical pain, there were emotional scars too. And one day, she broke away from me, leaving me alone with my injuries. She was gone. Just like that, without any explanation other than her needing space to sort things out. I tried calling, texting, anything to bring her back. But it was as if a wall had been built between us. The more I pushed, the further she retreated. It wasn't until weeks later when Sarah finally reached out. She looked pale and fragile, tears streaming down her face as she confessed something shocking. What happened in that parking lot triggered something dark within her. Something buried deep from her past. Something about a father who was abusive. A man who had caused untold pain to both her and her brother. In those 2 weeks we were apart, Sarah didn't sleep or eat properly. She felt like she was losing herself. And when it all came crashing down around us, the last thing I wanted was for her to blame herself. But I knew that healing wasn't going to be easy. We've agreed on one thing. We need help. Therapy will be our first step together, facing those demons head-on instead of running from them. And while it's hard to imagine a future now, knowing she wants to move forward with me feels like the beginning of something new and hopeful. As for all those who said I was foolish for stepping in that night, well, maybe they're right. But what if someone close to you needed help? Would you walk away? I don't consider myself brave or heroic. I just did what felt right at the time, what any decent person would do. And while it left me bruised and broken, it also showed Sarah a side of me she might not have seen before, my willingness to stand up for those who can't protect themselves. So here we are, a couple on a road less traveled, but one that's filled with hope and healing. If you're facing something tough in your life right now, remember, every step forward is progress, no matter how small. 2. In the end, it wasn't about saving someone from harm, it was about being there when they needed support most. And for me and Sarah, that's a journey worth taking. If you or anyone else has been affected by issues discussed in this story, please consider reaching out to professional help such as counselors or theatakers who specialize in trauma recovery. You are not alone, and it's okay to ask for assistance when needed.